Yo, what's up, Waddle Army? Welcome to the next episode of Meta Air Riders. And today we will be doing the Shadow Star with a couple of characters. First, I wanted to review Bandana Waddle Dee because I think this is a much better version of the first combo that I showed off on the channel. And then we're going to do Susie for the last few races because that is another combo that's really good on the Shadow Star, and I want to get through all the characters. So we'll see how we do. Let's get into it. The Shadow Star is probably the most skillful vehicle in the game. Definitely not easy to win with, but the most rewarding, I feel like. Because you have to know all the mechanics into the game to use the Shadow Star optimally. So we'll see how we do here in the first race. Got a lot of flyers in this one. Hopefully we'll come out on top. Alright, here we go into our first race here on Magma Flows. This is going to be a fun one. It's also going to be pretty challenging going against a Jet and a Wing Star. And a Paper, actually. But I think that's a bot on Tyranza Paper. We'll see though. Anyway, one thing about the Shadow Star that's really nice is it is a little lighter than most vehicles. So it is going to have an easier time getting into the air than most vehicles in the game will. And it also has a good boost stat and decent flight attributes. It's not going to be quite as good as the Wing Star when it comes to flying, and sometimes you are going to get knocked down to the ground. But it's not going to be nearly as bad on the ground as the Wing Star is either, because you have that snaking boost thing you can do. You're going to want to charge up a boost on this rail, and then bang, just take off right there. And then this turn, charge up another boost. We're actually going to fly down here, and optimally you would hit both these boost pads, but I did miss one, unfortunately. And we're going to try to hit a boost pad here. And we're doing okay right now. There are a few people ahead of us. I do have my special, but we don't want to use it quite yet. We want to try to save it, if we can, for the canyon section. Right here is where we're going to want to pop it, fly over everything. This is the advantage of using Bandana Waddle Dee on the Shadow Star, is using this flight capability once you get his ult. We see another Bandana Waddle Dee on the Wing Star right there. I believe that is A Emerald, and I believe he does main that combo. But anyway, again, hopefully I get it right this time. And then bang, you get a little bit of airtime. Get the boost off of that. And we're just gonna hopefully finish first place right here. Pretty clean race. Able to beat that Wing Star and Jet Star on Magma Flows, so not a perfect race, of course. It always room for improvement, but good enough that we were able to beat the flyers on Magma Flows, which is really nice. I wouldn't consider the Shadow Star like a pure flying machine. It's more like a hybrid of like a generalist and a flyer. That dude left immediately. That's kind of weird. But yeah, hopefully we get some more clean races like that in. I'm glad I got to showcase the ult pretty well, the way I like to use it on this vehicle for you guys. And here we're going to be going against CJ on the Turbo. CJ is normally a Bull Tank main, I believe, and we also have a Rocky Slick, so we'll see how we do in this next match. Alright, here we go. We are on Mount Amber Falls, which is not a great stage for the Shadow Star, but we'll see how we do.
3, 2, 1, start!
Not sure what happened to that Rocky Slick because he is no longer in our lobby, it looks like. Anyway, we're getting some good boosts off right there. CJ is going to be really hard to beat in the Turbo Star on this stage. He is a good player. But we are snaking really well, and we also have a wheelie scooter ahead of us, which is arguably the best vehicle for this stage, so just gonna follow the star trail the best we can, hit that. Of course, he's gonna go on the lower path because he has enough flight. probably got the wheel too. I don't know if the wheel spawned yet or not. Yeah, CJ's way ahead of us. We're probably not going to beat CJ, but we are having a solid second place performance right now, for what it's worth. I tried to save my boost there, but I missed it a little bit. We are just going to pop our ult immediately, because flying in this thing is just like super optimal. Because you get so much more speed out of flying than you do on the ground with bandana heal. And yeah, CJ's just going to win for free. But we are in second. We are doing okay. We are going to want to snake here so we get to the finish line a little bit faster. And we did about as well as we could. Turbo Star is just going to beat us every single time on that stage if it's playing optimally. So good stuff to CJ for that one. Just not a good stage for the Shadow Star, to be honest. But it is a good showcase of snaking on the Shadow Star, which is something you just kind of have to do. Just get the most out of your boost. I don't know why I keep getting this DDD that just keeps leaving. I'm getting a lot of players that are just leaving lobbies today. I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. Got CJ again. Got Nick Syme on the Rocky Warp, which is interesting. Then we got Noir on the tank. Alright, here we are on Beanstalk Park. This is a good Shadow Star stage. Arguably one of the best, if not the best, for the Shadow Star. Start is going to be a little slow, but after that, it's going to get a lot better for us. Going to hit this rail right here. And we're actually going to charge a boost, because we're going to need it here in a second. We're going to want to hit this, and then boost, and then we're going to be able to fly, because we charged that boost earlier over everything here. And we're going to hit this boost pad. CJ is playing insane once again. Oh, there's not a... I thought there was like a plant right there that I could like ramp off of, but there wasn't. I missed the rail too, that's unfortunate. We are going to hit the boost pad because that is going to be faster than taking the rail because of our boost stat. I should have also charged a boost right there. We do have our special a little earlier than I would like, but I'm going to have to deal with it. Good turn right there. Good turn right there. Just save it as long as we possibly can. Then we're going to pop it right here, and we're just going to kind of fly over everything, I guess. Right? And CJ is looking like he's going to beat us again. Probably has more practice than I do, to be honest, so I can't be too mad about it. Also did not race super well. Yeah. Cleaned it up a lot on the second lap there, but the first lap was just not good enough. Another second place. And now we will be swapping over to Susie, who is really good on the Shadow for a different reason.
Shadow Star.
Both these characters are good on the Shadow Star because they give it really good lift. Like, it gets off the ground pretty easily. Susie because of her passive, and Bandana D because of his ult, and because Bandana D is a really light character. If you hate Nebula Belt, press 1. All right. I don't remember if this is the 4th or the 5th race. I'll have to look back. But basically, we got Nebula Belt, and there was nothing to talk about, and I got 4th place. So it is getting cut out. But I will leave a little funny clip in there for you guys.
3, 2, 1, start!
But now we have a real track to race on. And that'll be pretty fun. We are going to go up here just for that maximum airspeed. Take these turns the best we can. Shadow Star really helps with Susie's turning. Susie does not have the best turning, unfortunately. Always going to want to hit a boost pad because the Shadow Star's boost stat is insane. Snake the best you can here, and then go for this rail because you're going to slide off real quick off that. And I do miss the first boost pad, but we can do that, which is pretty insane. I may do that on purpose the next lap. I mean, we know it's all on purpose, right, guys? I'm pure skill, you know? This is actually a really clean race. I hope we didn't DC because our opponents are falling really far behind. I actually spawned so early, or I got to that part of this track so early that the jet enemy that spawned there, I killed him as soon as he spawned, which is kind of wild. We're going to hit the boost pad this time because the train is not accessible. We're going to have to probably snake here a little bit. People are catching up now because we are having to spend a lot of time on the ground here. And that Vampire Star did bite us a few times, so they're going to pull ahead. But they do have their ult a lot earlier than we do. I was going to try to use my ult to get out of that, but I don't even have it yet because I've been playing too good, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we could do this again because Susie's passive just lets us do that, which is really nice. And we do have our ult, and we are going to use it in the end section because there's going to be a lot of flying we're going to have to do. That's just going to help us go a lot faster. So we're going to hit this, going to hit this. Oh, I do miss the top path, but that is fine. We are still in the lead. And bang, clean race. They call me Low Killer. That's me. I'm the new Low Killer. All day, baby. If you can't beat them, join them, chat. Next up we have Celestial Valley, which is normally a flyer track. And I mean, we are on kind of a flyer, but also not really. But we are going to use our boost to just guarantee we jump off of this and get a little bit of extra speed. And then we're going to do this. Combine boosts. Go all the way up top here. Get an ability for ourselves. Maybe grief some people, hit some people. We'll see. See who we can hit with that level 4. And then grief people going up here. Unfortunately, I got hit too, so we are going to have to take the second level rail instead of the third one like we normally would. But we do get this rail into this rail, and we are going to have better boost here than the Winged Star, so we should be able to catch up a little. Quick spin boost off of that. And we are right behind Emerald right now. Actually, we're ahead a little bit. We do want to get on the left side if we can, but it can be a little difficult. Of course, I'm going to do that just to make sure I get off the ground again. I do have my special. We are going to go up here again. I'm going to pop that. I don't think that's very useful, so we're just going to pop our special, get the most out of it. It is going to keep us from getting griefed by Tyranza too. And then we're just going to hit the rail like we normally would. Actually got a Kirby behind us of all things. This should be a win, because I'm in the lead at this section where I'm the fastest, so. We're gonna fly down a little bit, just so we get to the rail a little bit faster. There we go. And bang, another clean win with Susie Shadow. I think we got one more left to go. The Susie races are going pretty well. And here we are onto our last race here. I'm glad I got this track. Checkered Knights. I think this is Shadow Star's best track, and I think this track is the best track, or I think Shadow Star is the best vehicle on this track in general. So this is going to be really fun. That's about the only difficult part right there, is breaking the walls at the beginning. But after you get that done, the rest of the track is smooth sailing. Get off the ground here, fly straight down into these rails. And we're going to have to fight a little bit against our passive here. I do get a charge, but I did hit the rail. Normally you don't want to hit the rail. It's a little slower than the red one, but it should be fine for us. And we are going to be doing really well on this section. This is one of the best things about the Shadow Star on this stage, is it takes the spinners extremely well. And we're just going to turn right here. Go straight down here. Do a little snake there. Take advantage of these boost pads. And we are way in the lead right now. I was a little off on that turn right there, but other than that, we're doing pretty fine. Snake into that turn. Boost into this turn as well. And then this turn, and we're gonna look for a ramp again. There we go. Get on this rail, usually. And we're gonna try to get the red rail again. It can be a little difficult sometimes, but there it is. I am gonna build a little bit of a boost. Everybody's using their specials, that's why they'll pass me right there. I'm gonna pop mine right here, just so we don't have to worry about the spinners like at all, and we get like really good turning, so it's really, really easy to deal with that section when I'm in Susie ult. I do miss the back boost pad, which sucks, but we should beat Tank easily. Oh, never mind. Oh, second place sucks. Yeah, I kind of choked at the end there. But other than that, we got some really good races with Susie, some decent races with Bandana D. I feel like I had a pretty good showcase of the Shadow Star. And I've been struggling to get this one done for you guys, I won't lie. The Shadow Star is a little more difficult than most of the other vehicles in the game. But once you learn it, it's very fun and very rewarding. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and if you want a vehicle that is pure skill expression, pick the Shadow Star.